winds?
Same story,
Yeah.
right? Same story in terms of the wind did turn on today. It's really going off the coast,
Yep.
but it funnels through the passes and the gaps. 580 as you get up to the top there through Castro Valley and start heading over towards the Tri-Valley,
Yeah,
through Eden Valley.
Yep.
It's a gap.
Yeah.
It's windy there. Let's put a little perspective on this. The fire that Brian was just talking about, we can put a locator on the map. You're looking at the bay here as a whole. Let's get over towards Castro Valley. Like you're going east on 580. Go a little bit further inland from there, and that's where you find this region. You see this big patch of grassiness out here? So that's where this started. Right now, it's about 15 acres. Mainly in grass. There are some structures out here that would be vulnerable. This was started by traffic on 580. Let's come back to the map. So we'll get back to our forecast now. You can see what the wind is doing. What's the wind going to do tomorrow? Pretty much the same thing. It's going to keep doing this kind of strong onshore surge, which translates into stronger gusts through the gaps or the passes. Here's a couple of them. Get out towards Point Reyes, we're going to have 50-mile-an-hour winds up here tomorrow. But when we talk about the wind funneling through gaps, San Bruno Gap is a notorious one. We'll probably have 40-mile-an-hour gusts at the airport tomorrow. And if we go a little bit farther inland from where we just were in Eden Valley out over here and keep going until you get out to Altamont Pass, that's another notorious windy gap. And we'll likely have 40-mile-an-hour gusts there tomorrow. And the timing will be similar to today. So by that, I mean the wind picks up as we get into the afternoon and starts to pick up intensity as you go from the afternoon into the early evening. And that's when we'll really start to see some of the stronger gusts. No wind advisories from this yet, but that's what we're dealing with in terms of wind. How about the marine layer? Did you notice it's gone? Look out the window. That's our view from the virtual set, taking a look out across the Bay Bridge. Can you see the sky out there? We angle that down, you'll be able to see there is nothing. No marine layer here, and when we match that up with the virtual set, the only place you can find it is this little scrap that's hanging out along the coast, trying to build back in. But there's not a lot to this. This is going to look and feel quite different tomorrow because of this. We've gotten so used to being totally grayed over by a very robust marine layer over the last 2 months. Now we're getting a brief little break. You've got sunshine out there in the afternoon today, and while we might see this build in just a little bit tomorrow in the morning, it's going to be patchy, and most of us are going to wake up to clear skies tomorrow. Most of us will have clear skies throughout the day, and here's what it'll feel like. Daytime highs on here show you how the temperatures will play out, and it's very similar to today. Not a big warm-up here yet. Wednesday is. So let's look at that for a second. We're going to say goodbye to the numbers for tomorrow. I'm going to change out the color code to get us into Wednesday. And you're going to see a much deeper shade of red shows up across the map now. That's Wednesday. And when we put the numbers on, now we're talking about going back to the mid-90s for some of those warmer inland locations. Go look at Concord on there. Get a close-up view out there. 95 degrees for Concord, 97 in Antioch, 93 in Livermore, 83 in Fremont. Let's get down to the South Bay. Check out your number there, 85 in San Jose. 88 will be the number in Los Gatos. So Wednesday is the day when you're going to notice the temperatures have spiked. Good news is it's not going to last terribly long. Let's get this in the 7-day forecast. And while we do have a mid-90 here on Wednesday, I mean, it comes on pretty fast too. Like from Tuesday to Wednesday is a noticeable jump. Then we start coming back down again. And maybe we'll have to rebound a bit, but we probably don't go back to that 95-degree peak that we saw. That's the 7-day forecast for our inland microclimate. We'll just finish this by looking at the 7-day forecast for the Bay. You're going to have more sunshine the next couple of days, but plan on the marine layer creeping back in again a bit, probably by the time we get to midweek, at least in the mornings. Maybe not as oppressive, as widespread as it's been, but we're still very much in the season for that. All right, Brian, back over to you.
All righty, thank you, Darren.